Hey, what is up guys? It is me, I'm a 2-Ray Killer, bringing you a video on a crit team slash combo crit team builder. So in this video, we're going to start out with our typical S heroes. Now, when it comes to picking a defensive unit for your team, I would either recommend going with Original Cell or go for Piccolo, or if you actually really wanted to, you could even go for Android 16. Now these are the top 3, I'm going to put them all up. These are the top 3 defending units that I would recommend for S. I don't recommend any of the other units because they do have a nice ability. Another one that you could go for, which I don't believe I do have, Android 19 I wouldn't do. I'm not a big fan of him. But if you did have, I don't have him, but if you did have Super Saiyan Goku defensive, I would also choose him because he does have heal reduction plus the ability to stun, and he also, I believe, has teleportation. I could be wrong. So, but if we're going for a build team that I would recommend, now when doing a combo or a crit team, I would recommend only using defensive and attack units. You do not want to have skill units because that is going to mess up with your skill tree. If you're higher up in levels and you want to, add a skill character to your team, then you could do that, but then your skill tree is going to increase slowly. So now this is what I would recommend starting right away in an easy manner. So I would have Android 16, which you could get from the tournament, and then I would also put Android 17 right here because he also does have a shield that comes his way. Now you could also go the route and put on another defensive unit, and if you were to put another defensive unit, I would actually have Piccolo as an off tank in the back. Now this is just going for, like I said, for 2 skill trees, so attack and defense, because if you actually wanted to, you can have a skill character such as Bulma or Shin to do some healing, but right now I don't recommend that. So we do have right now Android 16 on defense, Android 17 Piccolo, and then what we will do is add Android 18 in the back. Now the reason why we have her right here is because our main tank is going to defend the second character, and our off tank, which is also could be used as a main tank, he could either go, you guys could either do this, it doesn't really matter. The third row tank will defend the 4th and 5th spot. Now what I would do is, the reason why I think having 17 and Android 18 on the team is because of their convergence, which you could get early on, and also they have high crit, plus they have the ability to, I think, I'm not too sure, inflict terror, because sometimes in the trials whenever I fight against 18 and 17, one of them does inflict terror, but I'm not too sure if that's the case or if there was someone else, but I do not recall. Now if you also want to go for a third attack character, you could also go for Android, have like a full Android team, or you can even go for another attack character such as Trunks. He could attack the back row. You could do Goku Kaioken, which I don't have. You could do Vegeta, which is actually really good. He can decrease the hit ratio. You have a lot of options, but I would recommend definitely starting out with Android 17 and 18. Now as you start to progress, so let's actually do this. As you start to progress, let's say this is the team that you have. So as you start to progress, you're going to start getting more SS characters. Now, when it comes to SS characters, this is what I recommend doing. You are going to 110% be needing these characters. So you will, in fact, take out Android 16, and you're going to have a Kid Buu right here. Having a Kid Buu in the first spot, he will be your main tank. It is very easy to get him in the tournament shop. You get him, you can get him to 5 stars easily. He does have high block, he has control, and all in all, he is a good tank to have in start of the game. Now, if you want to go for your third row tank, you want to take him out and actually put Goku Black. Now, the reason why Goku Black is a good third tank person is because of his ability. Whenever someone attacks him, I believe. Now, I'm just going everything off the top of my head because I couldn't make this video more long and, go back, check it, this, and make sure everything is 100%. But he's a good third rank for anyone that has Go Tanks, Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku because of that nice little damage reduction that happens. Plus, he does have HP steal. He is not meant to be a main tank whatsoever. Now, once you have that going on, you got Kid Buu first, you got Goku Black third. Now, where you have to focus on second, fourth, and fifth. Now, since you're going to be going up in ranking, I would recommend taking out Vegeta and putting in, if you are lucky enough, a Miracle Trunks, and then slowly start to take out Android 18 and 17 and put in Vegeta and Gohan. And put in Vegeta and put in Gohan. Now, this is what the team should look like right now. So if I had a Kid Buu here, it would be Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Goku Black, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Miracle Trunks. Now, the reason why I chose these characters is because Vegeta is going to inflict more damage when the HP is lower. Plus, he's going to do a hit percentage decrease on enemies, which is amazing. Then you have Goku Black defending these two back row heavy hitters. Now, Gohan, I would actually put Gohan fifth. Now, let's talk about Miracle Trunks. Miracle Trunks is a back row killer. His high crit and 100% combo is very deadly. Now, if he gets crit on both combos, first of all, the first hit is going to do a massive amount of damage, and then the second hit, being that is crit, but also 50% less damage, will end up doing almost the same amount of damage as it would with a normal hit. So all in all, it would actually do a crazy amount of damage, period. Now you also have Gohan. He's also a monster because of his combo and his high crit, and a nice ability that he has is whenever someone dies on your team, he will then increase his crit damage percentage. Now, since you are starting to get to the stage where you have a good defensive, solid ground, and also, you're very content with your attack and whatever, you're going to possibly think about putting a unit that will be a support unit. Now, this is where you're basically in mid to end game range. Now, when you're about in the mid to end game range, I would take out Vegeta and put in Jocko. Now, putting in Jocko is a really good maneuver. Now, you could either keep Kid Buu and break through him to Cell. Now, I'm going to fill in the spot because Cell is right there. We can actually make this video more easily, more easy in a sense. Now, our team is going to look like this. We're actually going to put Jocko in the back. We're going to put Miracle Trunks in second spot. And we're going to keep it like this. Now, the best thing about Jocko is that if you have him at high speed and he uses his ability, first of all, you get a heal on characters. Plus, I believe 3 characters, or all of them. I don't know if it's all of them or 3 of them. I have to check. But they get a skill damage increase. Now, if you have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan doing his skill damage plus crit damage, that guy is doing AoE damage to everyone, and it is going to be doing a massive damage. Now you have him. Now you have Miracle Trunks doing a massive amount of damage in the back row. And thanks to his awesome skill, he can actually do so much damage. If an enemy is down to like almost no health, he can kill off that enemy and then do even more damage to the opposite, to the one that has to the other enemy that is in the back row. Now we're walking in territories where you're going to get God, and you're going to possibly think about switching characters to SSS. Now, if you want to go for SSS, I do not have this character, but I would recommend taking out Gohan and putting in Mystic Gohan. Now, Mystic Gohan is an animal. He is the highest damage dealing person in this game. He is such a monster and such a tank with his amazing ability, with his combo, with his AoE damage. He is an absolute animal and monster. Now, since you want to get more physical in a sense, you want to become like a beast. You want to be like, hey, you know what? I want to have more SSS characters on my team, but I think I want to take out either Jocko or Mr. Goku Black. This is where the things get a little bit more tricky, because you need to consider that you need a support character that can support your whole team, and you also need a character that will be beneficial to your team. Now, if you're one to spend money, you go multiple routes. What I would do if I had a crit team, and this is my opinion only, I would take out Jocko and I would put Vados on the team. The reason why I would put Vados on the team is because she's going to give coverage as a defensive support unit, going to increase damage reduction, going to then every time she attacks, someone's HP is going to go up by 50% of her attack, and all in all, they're just going to be a very defensive unit because they're going to get an extra bonus shield. What I would also do is I would take out Goku Black and put Fat Boo. Now, right off the bat, Fat Boo is going to taunt, I believe, 2 characters. He's going to taunt 2 characters, and in taunting them, they're going to focus on Fat Boo. And Fat Boo is a very, very nice tank to have on the team. So currently right now, and although he is a very good tank to have in the third row, he is an absolute animal because when he does his skill, he can actually turn 3 enemies into chocolate. Now it's a percentage. You know, it's not 100% guaranteed, but he does have ability to do that. So basically your team is going to look like this. You have Cell, Miracle Trunks, Boo, Vados, and Mystic Gohan. Now these are the things that start to get a little bit more tricky, and I have not yet played with these characters, but this is awesome. Because if you are one that likes to spend money and ones that believe that this game is worth it, you know, they want to spend money, they believe like, you know, I'm going to play this game for a while, and you want to spend money, go for it. You know, no one's stopping you. This is what I would do. I would take out Fat Boo. I would put Vados in the third row. It's a little dangerous because, you know, worrying about Super Saiyan 3 Goku and whatnot. I would then take out Mystic Gohan. This is for people that are spending money, mind you. You could either go for Mystic Gohan, Goku Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue, so you get the convergence, or you could do Mystic Gohan, Beerus, and God Vegeta. Now, there are so many. I do not recommend using God Goku because I do not personally think he is a good character. Don't get me wrong, whenever someone crits, he's going to get his skill to go up, and he's going to be able to do it. I personally do not believe this is a good character to have. So my opinion is having the 2 blue Goku and Vegeta, and then Mystic Gohan or Beerus. That is the crit team that I believe can be beneficial in the end game if you are one that is going to be a VIP 14. Now, if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments section below, because currently right now, as you guys know from my videos and as you can see on my team right now, I do not have a crit team, I have a bleed team. But this is from what I've seen in the inter-server, this is what I've seen in stats, this is what I've seen in general, and this is what I basically see that can work for a person. Now, you know, throughout the whole video I said what to use before you become VIP 14 or even higher, and there's also different ways that you could do this. You could even be a crit team that has all SS characters, and you can actually go up higher because of how much damage that it deals. But alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, peace.